Welcome back to my channel. I am Aman. In today's video, we are going to see that how we can create a simple EC2 instance using Terraform. First of all, Terraform is an infrastructure as a code where we write code to generate our infrastructure. Like we write code in Terraform where it will launch an EC2 instance. So basically, why people use Terraform is that as you know that launching from AWS console, we can launch one instance at a time, but whereas from Terraform we can launch multiple instances in multiple regions. So without wasting time, let's jump into the code. uh, let's start. We'll create a main.tf file. uh, Terraform file extension is tf. First of all, we start Terraform file with provider. AWS is our provider, and the region will be US based one. We'll be using our variables format. Like we can also hardcode the values, but the best practice is to use variables. So first variable is our AMI ID default. I'll leave it blank for now. Next will be our instance size. I'll keep it blank. Variable, what's subnet ID. Next is variable key pair. As we all know that we also have to go through these values in console too while creating an instance. Now we have completed the variable part, and now let's start creating resource. Our resource will be AWS instance, and the name of the resource will be example instance. So first will be AMI will leave with our variable. Next will be instance type, which will be linked with our instance size variable. Don't worry, I'll explain you why variables are used. Next will be subnet ID and dot subnet ID. Next will be key pair, where dot key pair. So here we have completed our setup with using variables. Now we should use output. It's not necessary, but it's a good practice. Like it may be a condition that you need to display the IP address of an instance after generating the instance. I'll name it as public IP. So value is AWS instance dot example dot public IP. Yep, that's good. Yeah. You are always thinking that why I have left this string empty. So we'll enter the details in here. First, let's go into the console, and in the instances, we will need some values. Launch instance. We need AMI ID. AMI ID is an machine image ID, which differs from images to images. Like see AMI 05C13 for Amazon Linux. If I change for Mac OS, see it's getting changed. See, so the AMI ID is unique for all images. For now, I'll use Amazon Linux. I'll copy this ID and paste into my AMI ID variable. Instance size is t2.micro. As you all know that t2.micro is the instant type where it is used in free tier. Subnet ID. So subnet ID is present in VPC. Let me open a subnet here. Here I will choosing a public subnet. Public subnet, yes. I'll put it into my variable. Now key value pair. key value pair is in instances. Key pairs here. Yeah, I'll go with XD pair. So now we have entered the details in our variables. Now we have completed our code. I'll explain you the code. Here we set up our provider. Like we are working with AWS. We'll start with provider AWS. Select the region we are working with. We can also create another instance of provider like C provider AWS region US West 1. See, we can create many regions as we want. That's what I had told you earlier, that it is used for creating many instances at the same time. So it's a great advantage to use. Now, speaking for variables, I use variables because it makes easier. Like if I want to, as I showed you earlier, that MID varies from images to images. Now, if I want to create and if I want to create many instances of Amazon Linux, I'll be using only this variable constantly. So I don't need to create many number of different variables and use it. So I'll be using only one variable for all other instances. That is, it will be constant for all, and I can directly link it with var.amid, and this will be called automatically. So this is the use of variables. And output. Output is basically it will print the output after generating the instance. I'll show you later. And this is the resource. Resource is AWS instance example, and the name of the resource is example instance. And I have walked through it. Don't worry, it's simple. I also use documentation. You can go. You can also refer the documentation. You have to just search Terraform AWS, and here will be all the services provided by AWS. Just you search for the service you want. We want instance, so it will be in EC2 section. Yep, EC2 and AWS instance. That's correct. Simple example. Is there a simple example? See, this is what we created earlier. So you can see that it's very easy to write the code. Just you can directly refer to the documentation and make some changes, and yeah, it will work for you. So it's now time for compiling. So basically, after you write the code, we should run Terraform init. It will install all the plugins required for Terraform. It is the first step for running or compiling the file. It will take slightly 5 to 10 seconds. So just wait. Yep, see, you can see that Terraform is successfully initialized, and you can see that more files are been added. Now the second command is Terraform plan. So this command, what it does is that it is a one step, it is a pre-step after, it is a pre-step for compiling. It will give you the idea that what is in the code, that what is being generated and what will the output. Like see, public IP, and we have the output here. It will give you a rough idea that what will be the changes after you run this code. So after you can see that all the changes are being shown here. And the last command is that Terraform apply. So basically this command will complete the script, and it will generate the instance or any services you wanted. So I want this only, yes will be accepted, yes. So now it is generating. Let me show you instances. See, instances, one is terminated and it's pending. Let me refresh. It's still creating. Let's wait for. Yep, it's completed. See, it's running. So this is how we generate instance by using Terraform. So after we have completed our task, and the best practice for AWS for without getting charged is to delete the instances if they are not in use. So basically there is one command in Terraform, that is Terraform destroy. It will destroy all the generated resources. So I'll do Terraform destroy. It will start destroying the resources that it had created. See, it will refresh the full state and it will automatically delete the resources that we have created earlier. Yes, I want to delete. It's destroying, you can see. It might take some time, like 20 to 30 seconds for max. Now you may be wondering that where are my credentials, and without credentials how am I working? So there is one extra extension, or you have to just install the AWS console from Google. As you can see that all the resources we had created have been destroyed. I'll show you in the console too. See, it's running. Let me refresh. See, it's terminated. All the resources have been deleted. Thank you for watching my video. If you want more videos on Terraform, please comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.